back to my channel. It is me, Essie. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. And if you are a returning subscriber, thanks so much for joining me once again. Let's jump right into it. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be reviewing the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. Now, I may be a little late to the party, but since we are in the season of change with the weather changing, spring and summer, then we know that we also change our makeup and our foundation, and I thought, why not review this foundation for the up and coming spring season? As some of you may know, I am a huge fan of the Nars Longwear Radiant Foundation. It is my #1 go-to when I am applying makeup on clients. It was also a favorite of mine for a while, but I'm not a huge foundation girl, but I love a medium coverage foundation. Y'all know I'm not a full coverage girl. We love light to medium or tinted moisturizer over here. Let's get into some specs about the foundation. I'm just gonna read this straight off of the website. So the details on this, it says it's medium buildable coverage. We love natural finish, breathable all day wear, vegan formula, suitable for most skin types, including sensitive skin, acne prone, skin friendly, and it looks like this comes in 36 shades, which is less than the Longwear Radiant. Some of the key claims here, So here are some of the key claims. We have immediate reveals a more even skin tone by 93% based on a clinical study. Immediate results on 31 women. Long-term improves the appearance of skin clarity over time, even after makeup is removed. So it looks like this is a hybrid formula, which I've noticed a lot of brands are doing now, is that they are incorporating skincare into their foundation. And it's because skin is in. We all know that once the makeup is off, we still want our skin to look like skin. I mean, it is kind of genius, but you know, time will tell. And I'm just gonna read a little bit of the description. I'm just gonna kind of comb through it. So, innovative blend of makeup and skincare instantly blurs imperfection, smooths the looks of textured skin. We love that. Helps to conceal blemishes, dark spots, and redness. Visibly improves skin clarity over 6-week use. And defends against environmental aggressors and blue light. Immediately strengthens skin's barrier to help maintain moisture. Wait a minute, is there an SPF in here? I didn't see an SPF, so I'm not really sure what they mean by protecting the skin. Nars, this is a lot. This is a lot of claims here. If you guys want to see a 6-week update, because I'm most likely probably going to use this for a while. You know me, I am a creature of habit.
To switch out of foundation to foundation for that.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into the makeup. I'm just gonna use some other products along with this one, but this is the star of the show. We're gonna go ahead and do our makeup using this product. Now, to start off, I'm gonna go in with Benefit's Professional Light. I tried to get the Nars primer to go with the foundation because you guys know I love to have the primer with the foundation or complexion product. Whenever a brand makes a complexion product, it's usually in your best interest to grab whatever it is that they have as a primer, just because I know that the formulas work together. However, when I went to Sephora, I was not able to get much assistance, but nevertheless, we're gonna go ahead and do the, like I said, the Benefits Professional Light Primer. And I chose this primer because I know that it's quite similar to primers, if I'm not mistaken. And this formula to me is closest to one of them. I may leave it on the screen or put like a little pop-up or something of the one that I felt like this was closest to. And as you know, I'm gonna go ahead and color correct with the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade Cocoa. All right, so it says here to shake well. Sounds very, very, very watery. Shade that I'm using today is Macao. This is also my shade in the Longwear Radiant formula. I've already tried it in the store, so I'm very confident that the shade does match. I do not have the issue of trying to figure out shades when it comes to foundation, just because of my experience as a makeup artist at MAC. So it's very easy for me to shade match, and even in my day-to-day being a makeup artist, I never find it difficult to find foundation. Going in with my NYX foundation foundation brush. And already, I feel like the difference between this and initially, these are my thoughts just from seeing it. On the skin, the color is a little more golden, but I don't mind it because I'm a huge bronzer. I love bronzer, so I know that this is not going to look too off once I complete my look, but it is a little more golden than I'm used to. You know what I should have done? I should have did a pump test. I should have pumped out like 1 pump, 2 pump just to see what coverage was, but we're already here. All right, so far, and according to the key claims, it's supposed to blur imperfections, which I don't have a lot. I mean, I have this little guy that decided to pop up. Let me zoom this in so you guys can really get a good look at my skin here. I'm gonna just try to address the things that are related to me. So smooth the look of texture skin. I'm not a person who has a lot of texture. I do have pretty medium-sized pores, and I will say it does, just before even setting it, my pores do look a little smaller. In terms of hiding blemishes or concealing blemishes, I will say that is a 10 out of 10 because I cannot see anything, and for this to be a medium coverage foundation is definitely given full coverage, but still on the natural side. So I love that. I love the natural finish. I love the fact that my skin still looks like skin. I'm not crazy about foundations mattifying me or making me look super opaque or just flat. I feel like my skin still looks like skin without powder. So this is great. And then in terms of improves clarity of skin over time, obviously that's not something that we can determine in the first use. Again, if you would like to see me come back with this foundation, let me know in the comments section or give this video a big thumbs up and I will go ahead and put this on my calendar. Like I said, my only regret right now is that I did not pump out the foundation to see what 1 pump, 2 pump, 3 pumps, however many pumps is required to get the coverage that I have now. Just kind of dispersed the foundation on my face and just blended it in, but I'm okay with that. This is just the way I normally apply my foundation, so I didn't want to do anything too outside of my norm, which I feel is appropriate, right? All right, so let's jump into the rest of the makeup here. I'm gonna go in with L'Oreal Infallibles concealer in the shade Honey. I really do forget to wet my sponge every single time I sit down. I'm gonna have to put a sticky note on my mirror here to say, wet sponge before we start makeup. All right, and to bump up my highlight a bit, I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in J13. Just whoop, whoop, maybe a little here too. Not too much, you know. And to bronze, I'm gonna go in with the Milk Bionic bronzer. This is in the shade, oh, I guess Bionic bronzer is the shade name. Shape Shift, not sure. I tried this the other day on my live, and when I say absolutely in love, here is a little Petri dish that they gave me. This is how much I'm gonna use, well, maybe just a little bit more. This is how much I'm going to use. This is a RareBeauty foundation brush that I was sent, and I'm just picking up the product here. We're just gonna stipple that and lightly contour. I want the foundation to be the star of the show today, so nothing too major on the eyes or on the face. We're not gonna go too heavy, so this is why I picked this bronzer. I felt like it was a perfect match for the goal today. Complexion, base, face, you know. So I'm applying a little more. I like to just start off with a little at first and then build up, just because I don't want to waste product. So we're just gonna keep building until we get our desired amount of bronze. Now we're gonna go ahead and set our look here. I'm going in with the Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Powder in the shade 30. And then to set our all over look, or our face all over, we're gonna go in with the Mented Cosmetic Setting Powder in Medium Deep. And so far, I feel like the foundation is definitely receiving the powder well. I'm not experiencing any like peeling or lifting or rolling. You know, sometimes when you mix formulas and different brands together, that I have experienced that before, and I'm not seeing that happen, which is nice. I'm gonna lightly tap over my bronzer. I don't wanna set it too much with my all over powder just because I want to maintain my depth of color. All right, y'all, I'm so proud of myself. myself. I literally set up my whole setup before I started filming, and I just feel like this is just going so smooth. Have I unlocked the secret formula to recording on YouTube? I may have just done that. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. Now let's go ahead and prime our eyelid. I'm just gonna use a little bit of the concealer here by Juvia's Place. Like I said, the look today is very, very natural, so no need to, you know, go stark white like we did in our last video. And this is just a Real Technique brush. I'm not even really sure what the name of the brush is, but just look for this brush. It's a really good concealer brush for under the eye, and also like a brush. Is it gonna focus? And it's a good brush for what I'm doing right now. And today's palette is gonna be the Juvia's Place Warrior palette. This is my absolute favorite palette by Juvia's Place. Can't you see why? Let me just pause real quick. The reason why I love this palette the most is because I get the most use out of this in my makeup life as a makeup artist with clients. But if you are someone that's just starting out with makeup, or someone who is confused about what palette to get, this is definitely where you want to start. So first up, I'm going to use, this is a Morphe M535 brush here. I'm going to go into this shade right here. Actually, I'm going to start it about right here and then down into the crease. I find that for my eye shape, it works best if I start in my inner corner, just because it gives my nose that really nice snatched look, and then bringing it down into the crease. Now I'm gonna go into this gold shade right here. It's not the deepest gold shade, but it's about mid-tone, and I'm gonna apply that on the lid with my finger, of course. And I'm gonna take my MAC 242 brush. I like to define placement with the brush, but get the majority of the color on the lid with my finger to avoid as much fallout as possible. Now for the inner corner, I'm gonna go into this center shade right here. We're just gonna tap a little bit of this lightly into the inner corner. I don't want it to be too stark. I want it to be a nice blend. Then I'm gonna go back into that first shade, and I'm just going to blend my outer V here very lightly. And to give the eye some shape and definition, I am gonna go into this deeper brown tone here. This is a Chanel eye contour brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that and create a very soft and diffused wing liner situation on the end. Now I'm gonna go in with the Cosmetic Long Live the Lash mascara, and we are just going to load up the lash here. We are gonna wear falsies today, and we just want our lashes to blend into our false lashes. Today's lashes are by Kiss Lashes. This is in their Lash Style Bold and Wispy number 5. I've been so obsessed with these lashes lately just because they are so fluffy. All right, and to complete the eye, I'm gonna go in with the Wander Beauty Skyliner in Jet Black. Now I'm gonna take this Morphe M506 brush, and I'm just going to, what is it called? What is the term? I'm going to smoke out the lash line. There we go. We're gonna find our words here on this channel, okay? We're gonna make it. Perfect. Now we're gonna go back to our mascara, and we're just going to use that on our lower lash line. If you understood me, you are the real MVP, because I didn't even understand what I was just saying. Now we're gonna go ahead and bronze the face. Today we're using Coconutty by Fenty Beauty. We haven't used her in a while, and I decided let's pull her out because she's been MIA. I told you I had other bronzers. While I do love this bronzer on the face, I'm definitely going to use my Juvia's Place Duo Bronzer in the shade Tan for the nose contour, because we don't want her too strong. We want her there, but we don't want racer stripes, right? And I love this bronzer just because even when you turn to the side, if you can see your nose contour when you turn to the side, the shade is too dark.
I said what I said.
The purpose of contouring is to shade and give an illusion, and it's not quite the illusion if we can see it, you know? Bam! I'm gonna go back into my Mented Cosmetic all over powder. I just want to like completely just marry everything together now and blur out any lines, if any. And now for blush, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Milk Bionic blush. This is in the shade Teleport. I put a little bit on the Petri dish here. What I'm gonna do is take the back of my beauty blender. It's still quite damp. And I honestly think this is the only way this works after you powder your face, is if you use an applicator that has some type of moisture so that it just blends in. We are going up, 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 hitting the apples of the cheek. And I love like the instant glow that it gives me when I apply it on top of everything. This may not be the way it's supposed to be applied. This is the way I do it, and I love it. I'm gonna tap a little bit on the tip of my nose here. Look at her, so pretty, natural. And then I'm gonna turn my blender around and I'm just gonna lightly tap over this line of demarcation between my highlight and my blush. And I'll most likely just go back and forth until I get my desired blend. I'm more of a seamless face kind of girl. And then I'm just gonna take my brush without any product on it that I use for my all over complexion and just go over it. And that should just help settle it into the skin without covering the color. That way it just blends and looks nice and seamless on the face. Where am I going? All right, and now for the lip, I'm using a lip liner and gloss that was sent to me by a brand called Linns, Linns. They sent me over a pair of lashes, 2 glosses, and a lip liner. So today I chose to use the liner and the lip gloss. The name of this gloss is called 401K. Love the packaging, by the way. Very cute and girly. Here's the applicator. This feels very nice on the lips. Wow. And it has just enough color. Very pretty. All right, now we are going to go ahead and set our makeup. We're gonna go in with the Professional Super Setter by Benefit Cosmetics. Start off with Benefit, end with Benefit. All right, you guys, so here is the final look. I certainly hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comment section if you have already tried this foundation or not, or if this is something that you are considering, and let me know your reasons why or why not. If you would like to see me come back in 6 weeks, I will mark the date of this video and put it on my calendar to come back and give you a review on how I feel this foundation has clarified my skin. Then go ahead and leave that down below as well. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you do not miss my next upload. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.